Picture this. You work 40 years of your life. You wake up early. You sit in traffic. You give your best hours, your best energy, your best years to a job. And then you retire and discover that you don't have enough money to survive. That is not a nightmare. That is the reality facing the overwhelming majority of Americans right now in 2026. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why this is happening, the real reasons, backed by real data, and most importantly, what you can do to make sure this never happens to you. Welcome back to Rich Habits, the channel where we teach ordinary people how to build extraordinary wealth. If you are new here, subscribe right now because what you are about to hear could literally change the direction of your financial life. Let's get into it. The shocking reality. Before we talk about the reasons, let me show you how bad the situation actually is, because the numbers are staggering. According to a 2026 study, the average American retiree has saved just $208,700 for retirement. That sounds like a lot until you realize that the same retirees say you need over $823,800 to retire comfortably. That means the average American is retiring with barely a third of what they actually need. It gets worse. A 2026 report from the National Institute on Retirement Security found that the typical working American has less than $1,000 saved for retirement. Not $100,000, not $10,000, $1,000. And according to Northwestern Mutual's 2026 Planning and Progress Study, Americans now believe they need $1.46 million to retire comfortably, up $200,000 from just last year. Yet almost half of Americans say they believe they will outlive their savings entirely. Nearly two-thirds of current retirees say the United States is in a full retirement crisis. And 43% of retirees said they would rather die than run out of money in retirement. Let that sink in. So why is this happening? Here are the 6 reasons most Americans will retire broke. Reason number 1, they are depending on Social Security alone. The biggest financial mistake the average American makes is treating Social Security like a retirement plan. It was never designed to be one. Social Security was created in 1935 as a safety net, a supplement to your own savings, not a replacement for them. According to AARP, Social Security is only designed to replace about 40% of your pre-retirement income. That means if you were earning $60,000 a year before retirement, Social Security will give you roughly $24,000 a year, is about $2,000 a month. In 2026, that does not cover rent in most American cities, let alone food, healthcare, and a dignified life. And here is the terrifying part. The Social Security Trust Fund is projected to become insolvent. By 2032 is just 6 years from now. The Congressional Budget Office confirmed in March 2026 that without action from Congress, retirees could face a 28% cut in benefits after that point. More than a quarter of current retirees already say that Social Security is their only source of income. They have nothing else. When cuts come, and they likely will, those people will have no backup plan. Social Security is a foundation. You cannot build a house on a foundation alone. Reason number 2, they started saving too late. Time is the most powerful force in investing, and most Americans waste the best years of it. The average American does not seriously start saving for retirement until their 40s, sometimes their 50s. By then, they have already lost the 2 most valuable decades of compound growth. Here's what that costs you in real numbers. If you invest $300 a month starting at age 25 at a 10% annual return, you will have over $1.9 million by age 65. If you wait until age 35 to do the exact same thing, the same $300, the same return, you will have just $678,000. The 10-year delay cost you over $1.2 million, not because you saved less, simply because you started later. Compound interest is a clock that rewards the early and punishes the late. Most Americans start far too late, and by the time they realize it, catching up feels impossible. Reason number 3, the cost of living is eating them alive. Here is the uncomfortable truth that politicians and financial advisors rarely say out loud. Many Americans are not failing to save because they are irresponsible. They are failing because the cost of living has exploded while wages have barely moved. Since 2020, the average home price in America has risen by over 46%. Healthcare costs consume an ever-growing portion of household income. Student loan debt burdens millions of younger Americans before they even earn their first paycheck. And according to a December 2025 study by Allianz Life, About half of Americans said they were more financially stressed heading into 2026 than they were a year earlier, with covering day-to-day expenses cited as the biggest concern. When you are struggling to pay rent and put food on the table, saving for retirement 30 years away is simply not possible. This is the silent killer of American retirement. Not laziness, not ignorance, but a system where the basics of life have become so expensive that saving feels impossible for tens of millions of people. Reason number 4, they have no investment knowledge. America has one of the most powerful investment markets in the world. The S&P 500, dividend stocks, index funds, real estate investment trusts, tools that have created generational wealth for over a century. And most Americans never use any of them. According to Gallup, only 28% of Americans who earn less than $50,000 a year have dedicated retirement savings accounts. Meanwhile, 83% of those earning over $100,000 do. The gap is not just income, it is knowledge. Nobody teaches financial literacy in most American schools. Children learn algebra and history, but not how money works, how investing works, or how to build wealth over time. So most people reach adulthood completely unprepared to make the financial decisions that will determine the quality of the last third of their lives. The wealthy understand compound interest, index funds, and the power of consistent investing. They pass this knowledge to their children. The cycle continues, and those without access to that knowledge are left behind. Reason number 5, they spend like they are already rich. America is a consumption culture. Bigger houses, newer cars, latest iPhones, designer clothes, dining out, subscriptions for everything. There is nothing wrong with enjoying life, but millions of Americans are spending at a level that leaves nothing for tomorrow. The average American household carries over $10,000 in credit card debt, paying 20% to 25% interest on it every single year. That interest is literally stealing from their future. Every dollar paid in credit card interest is a dollar that could have been invested and compounding for retirement. The rich live below their means and invest the difference. The middle class lives at or above their means and wonders why they can never get ahead. Wealth is not about how much you earn. It is about how much you keep and what you do with what you keep. Reason number 6, they are living longer than their money. Here is the final and perhaps most overlooked reason. Americans are living longer than ever before. A 65-year-old woman today can expect to live another 19 years. A 65-year-old man another 17 years. That means retirement now routinely lasts 2 decades or more. But most people's savings were never designed to last that long. They calculated what they needed for 10 years but not 20. They underestimated healthcare costs, inflation, and the sheer length of time their money would need to work. And the Social Security system was designed in a different era, when life expectancy was far shorter. The math simply no longer adds up. Almost half of Americans today believe they will outlive their savings. That is not a small worry. That is a financial emergency hiding in plain sight. The solution, what you must do differently. So what is the answer? The good news is that if you are watching this video, you still have time to do something about it. Here is what you must do. Number 1. Start investing now, not later. Even $50 a month in an index fund is a beginning. Time is worth more than the amount. Number 2. Never depend on Social Security alone. Treat it as a bonus, not a plan. Number 3. Build multiple income streams. A YouTube channel, dividend stocks, digital products, affiliate marketing streams that pay you even in retirement. Number 4. Invest in your financial education. Knowledge is the highest return investment you will ever make. Number 5. Live below your means and invest the difference every single month, without exception. The retirement crisis is real, but it does not have to be your story. Finally, the system was not built to make you wealthy. It was built to keep you working. But now you know the truth. You know the traps. You know the mistakes. The question is, what are you going to do with this information? If this video opened your eyes, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Rich Habits so you never miss a video that could change your financial future. I will see you in the next one.